Here at South by Southwest, we went to a session about electric driving, and what we heard here was very depressing. The United States doesn't do much with electric driving. Now, there was one thing which was wonderful, and that was Tim Ziegner. And Tim was super enthusiastic about his Nissan Leaf. Tim, you like your Nissan Leaf?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You didn't want to hear any criticism, huh?
No, and some of those criticisms are warranted, sure, but they're so outweighed by the benefits of an EV, and not just Nissan Leaf, other EV models. And my main thing is now I will never, and they say never, right? But I will never buy another gasoline-powered vehicle for as long as I live.
Okay, when did you buy your Nissan Leaf?
June, this past summer, June 2011.
Okay, so how many miles do you have so far?
So we're up to 8,000 miles, I think. I drive it everywhere, every day. I drove it here to the convention center. It's my vehicle of choice.
You're an evangelist, you're a believer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's been your experience here in driving around and having support and having charging and fast chargers and those kinds of things?
Yeah, we're very weak on that, and that's a problem with the U.S. They are putting in level 2 chargers, the slower chargers, and we've advocated, our group and other EV owners, to work with governments and the utility to really bring on the fast chargers, and that is yet to happen. That's a problem, and we wish they would correct that and get more EVs.
Yeah, well, why should it be the government who does it? Why not commercial parties?
And you know what? That's the answer. I don't even want the government doing it, in fact. So and I have a business, and we're up on a main thoroughfare here in town, and we're looking at, now that Nissan Leaf has a fast charger for around 10,000, 12, 13 installed, that we're going to entertain the idea of doing at our facility a fast charger and have it open for the public. We'll use it, and we'll have it for the public too.
Right. And you have 50 or 60 people here in Austin who have a Leaf.
Yes.
So that sounds like a sizable group. You're all enthusiastic still?
Yeah, I would say so. We have meetups. It's great. We recently did the showing of the Revenge of the Electric Car movie. Came to town, and we had a whole bunch of us there. Not just Leaf owners. Again, there's a huge audience of custom folks. People who've custom converted traditional cars into EVs. There's a big group here in Austin, a good another 100.
Yeah, so you have a bunch of enthusiastic evangelists. So what is holding back the U.S.? Because you have hundreds of millions of cars here. Yeah. Electricity is dirt cheap. How much do you pay per kilowatt?
6.5 cents.
Yeah, so it's about 4 times cheaper than in Holland. And so it is even with the gas prices being so low here in the United States, how much cheaper is it to drive electric here?
It's way cheaper. So if you just compare gasoline to cars, an average Camry or an SUV is going to be anywhere from 15 to 18, 20 cents a mile at current gas prices, and it's only going to go up this summer. Yeah. An electric vehicle like I have, Nissan Leaf, here in Austin, it's 2.5 cents a mile. Yeah,
so it's 6 times cheaper. So what is holding these Americans back to see the value of an electric car? Tell me.
That is a great question. So, and sometimes it gets into the throes of a conspiracy theory, but I will say this. If you go Google today, the top 10 revenue companies in the world by revenue, top global companies by revenue, go search this. You'll find the top 10 are dominated by oil companies. There's 7 of them. There's Royal Dutch Shell.
But I mean, fine, okay. The Americans love conspiracy. But I mean, the average guy on the street, he doesn't have shares in Exxon. Why doesn't he buy an electric car?
I think one thing that the industry is having troubles with is just espousing what I just said, that the cost per mile is 2.5 cents. They don't seem to want to advertise that. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And we tell everybody in the industry, anybody who'll listen, that that's the main message to a consumer, to a layperson. They don't care about saving the planet. They really don't. I mean, it's a good thing. It's altruistic. But the bottom line is...
But I mean, you're screaming it out of your lungs, okay? Yeah. And you're showing everybody, and you're basically doing demonstration, and people ride into it and they go, wow, you're enthusiastic, so why don't they buy an electric car after they see you?
Yeah, they do. I've sold several cars, and my dealer here in town loves me, and I get a little $100 kickback. Now, I'm not doing it because of that, but he does give me $100, takes me to lunch or something, and it is happening. Now, also supply was a problem. It took forever. Now, I waited, 7 months for my Nissan Leaf. Now, Japan had the earthquake and all that too, which hurt it. But
you waited how long?
7 months from the order date. But again, that earthquake tsunami was a big part of the problem. It was supposed to be about 3-month wait. Ended up being 7 months. So supply is a problem. That's starting to diminish now. Nissan Leaf is turning on the plant in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be pumping out
more cars.
Yeah, 10,000, 20,000. There's some huge number coming. So it will happen. And every person who drives my car, here I'll answer, says, you know what, you're right. In this room, it's hard. That one guy, I was like, what do you want to pay? You want to pay 15 cents a mile, you want to pay 2 cents. And he still looked back at me with kind of glazed eyes. But everybody who drives the Nissan Leaf, when I loan it to a friend, they say, I'm going to buy an electric vehicle.
Okay. So it's only a question of time also in the U.S.?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Now, the Volt car, the Republicans call it an Obama car.
Don't like it.
You don't like it either. You think it's an Obama car and you're a Republican?
I don't like it because it has a gasoline engine in it. Because one of the other benefits of an EV is if you lift the hood, you've got an electric motor, an inverter, the battery pack, that's it. Nothing, there's not much to break there. When you introduce an ICE, an internal combustion engine, into a vehicle, you introduce all these future problems for you. The injectors, the converter, all that stuff is just massive.
So you don't like it. So you don't like it either. So people in people with an Volt are not welcome at the club.
No, they are, and it is an EV. It's a range extender, as they like to call it. You know, not a hybrid, because it just does. It doesn't drive the car. It charges the battery. So that does make it a distinction there.
You're sort of member of the club. Okay. Are you optimistic in 5 years?
I think so. I do think so because it's just I mean, we're going to hit $5 a gallon. Here
We are at 10 gallons. We're at $10 a gallon in Europe.
In Europe, there's almost no choice in the matter. In Germany too, they're shutting down all their nuclear plants. What are they going to do?
Oh, they love still buying BMWs. They love it. They don't mind paying for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think in the U.S., I think there's a turning point, and I think with the battery technology really is the key. That fast charging that DBM is doing in Germany. So check those guys out with Audi. The 6-minute charge, they have that exotic new battery technology that they're keeping the lid on, but they're saying they're going to roll that in 2013. That might really change things.
Technology will change it.
Yeah, in 10 years, oh yeah. For me, it's over. I will never buy another gasoline car.
What's the website of your group?
It is NissanLeafAustin.com.
Okay.
It's a Google group.
Thank you very much, Steven.
Nice to see you.